Well, welcome back to my channel. Hello, my sunshines. It's me, Fancy, and I'm about to fancyfy my house. Hey, guys, guess what? I got a refrigerator. I'm happy about it. Hey, I'll give you a look at it at the end. But today, I am putting up my backsplash. It is a silver, also backsplash, pill and stick. I'm going to do it myself. I'm not a professional, so you can try it, but I'm gonna see how it's gonna work out for me. I do have this real metal, so aside, you know what I'm saying. um, yeah, a pill and stick tile. Here it is. That's what we're gonna do. I've already cut a couple of pieces. It has this red sticky on the back. I did look at some of my fellow YouTubers and got some ideas on how to do it. So I'm gonna try that. And yeah, so wish me luck, guys. Here we go. You ready for this adventure? I am, I think. Alrighty, here we go. So guys, I just want to let you know that inside of the package, it tells me that I need a grinder. And they said I could just use something to cut it. So that's what I've been doing. And that just helps to divide the pieces. And that's fine too, but if I need to actually get in there and trim up a piece, this little thing is not going to work. So I'm going to try my best to plot these pieces perfectly within place. What I did do was create out a outline of such with cardboard and actually place it on there before I began. So I did place my tiles out to see exactly how I wanted them to go on, vertically or horizontally. So I decided to go horizontally across. I mean, I like it this way also, but it just seems to be easier for me to get my pieces into those slots that I need them to go into. So hopefully everything works out. I am going to show you part of my outline, whereas is just the bottom part of the wall where I need to tile at. I want to go all the way across also into my coffee nook, which I'll show you in just a moment. But yeah, I decided to do this task later in the evening, so I mean, it's not really late. It's like 7, 8 o'clock at night, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So here we go. This may be a couple of day adventure, so hopefully you brought a lunch. Ready, set, let's go. So here's where I've created my cardboard cutout, my pattern to go on the wall. So it's gonna go all the way across along the wall. And then I have my handy dandy outlet cut. I've already cut me some pieces to kind of squeeze into that space, because what I found is that being that I don't have a grinder to cut this metal, I needed to figure out a way to do it. So I'm figuring at least 3 pieces. I'm sorry, 4, and that'll fill in my little hole there. And that piece of cardboard is going to go all the way across here, across the oven. And all the way to the end of the refrigerator. So I'm going to get started and see how this works out for me. So what I've been told is that the stickiness of the back of this is unforgiving. So you have to be careful when you're ready to stick. So I was encouraged to put a little bit of soap, which I probably put too much, and water in a bucket and just rub a little bit on the back so it doesn't stick really quickly, and it gives you an option to move it around a little bit. If not, make sure you're placing it directly where it needs to be, or it is you're gonna ruin a piece of your tile. So I removed the little pink covering, I'm sorry, red covering, and I'm just gonna put a little bit of water and soap on it, just dab of my hand. Oh, that's cold. And I'm just gonna wipe it on there a little bit. And let's see if that works. Let's see. Bad news, guys. It did not work. You did not need to see what was going on here. So I ripped off one because it is too big. So somehow I'm going to have to cut that down. I'm going to have to purchase something to cut my tile with, because there's no way around this unless I lift this up and get longer screws to put in there, which is a possibility to assist with this project. So I'm going to give that a try and see if that would help for this tile to adhere, and if I can still remain having my outlets on with longer screws. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, I am here so you can learn from my mistakes. Measure 1,700 times, cut once. So I was able to get that underneath there. All I need to do now is purchase longer screws. The builders were forgiving enough to push the outlets out a little bit so I can adjust that covering. So thank God for that. So I'm going to see if that works in my favor as I go on through this task of destroying my oh no, not destroying, don't say that. Being creative on this adventure of placing my beautiful backsplash on my wall. So here we go. So guys, this is what I'm finding out about myself. I am a rebel, and I go against the grain. I probably should have hired somebody to do this, but I am determined to do this myself. I was able to get that on. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue on, and I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for it. God is going to watch over me. He watches over for fools and babies, and I don't know. I figure as much. If I destroy it, I'll rip it off the wall and tell my husband somebody broke in. No, I won't tell him that. That's a lie. But yeah, so I'm going to continue on. So like I said, it's easy to just cut it, which I do find, you know, that's fine, because this thing is kind of dull. I seen some on sale at Dollar Tree for 3 of them. So you know this is not really sharp, but it's doing the job for now. I won't be able to cut that metal with this, but this little bit of flimsy plastic that they have, the covering, I'm able to do that with. So I got that. That's just extra. I'm gonna need it. And I did do the water soapy thing. It didn't work. So it is unforgiving. So I have to make sure that I am lining it up properly before putting it completely adhered to the wall and all the way on there. So I'm just going to lift up a little piece on the end and push it on there. It's suggested that you had a little roller to push out the holes, but no, it's too much like right for me. I'm just gonna have to pound it out, or I don't know. But it's looking gorgeous. I do like it. Guys, I'm messing up, guys. I see what they're saying. Guys. That one little piece didn't go on properly. So, yeah. When I say it sticks, it sticks. So I'm going to fight to get this little piece off and push it all the way down and go from there. You don't need to see this. I would say I'll just edit that out, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it in there. I figure my husband's not looking at my YouTube channel anyway, so. I did kind of get it off of the wall to start over with another one. Now I know better. I'm going to try that soapy water thing again, because I must do say that when I initially placed it on there, the smaller piece, and I did have it on there, it didn't stick immediately, but eventually it did stick. So I'm going to have to do that. And that's how I probably should have set it up there. That's going to stick really good. So again, just going to cut that. Now you're thinking, well, what are you going to do with those other pieces? Every piece will be used, even the ones I had to pull off the wall. This stuff is not cheap. It's not quite expensive, but it's not cheap. I think I spent like $10.50 per sheet. So I'm just going to say $10. So $150 for this stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the dealio. And this looks like... Well, guys, my phone died, and yeah. But I got the job done, so thank God for that. Looks pretty good. What do you think? Please leave me a comment. Give me some advice. It's a little rough for me, but I was able to get it completed. I was able to cut it with some wire cutters to get some of the pieces trimmed just slightly. But if I had to do something major, I probably needed something bigger. I'm sorry, not the life definitely will appreciate that. Venture. Alrighty, my sunshines.